The watches don't fit.
Maybe I'll help you out and have mercy, and I'll steal one of your watches at the end.
I might go over and then pull a couple out.
Can't go over.
You can't ever go over?
No.
Boom. Just do it.
And that's class, right?
Sold. Would you say this is kind of the classic diver you were looking for?
This would not be the classic diver that I'd be looking for.
Pick mine.
What's going on, guys? Teddy Baldassarre here, and we're going to be doing another shopping episode. We have a guest, NFL offensive lineman, Mitchell Schwartz. Mitch, thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's been honestly a really long time since I shopped for watches in any capacity, so I'm excited to do this.
We're excited as well. And the great thing about you is, I think a lot of people maybe not notice, and I noticed right away, is you know your stuff. Man, I was just texting you, and you're a total nerd for this stuff, and that's a compliment, which is great. So I know I can't go easy on you today.
Yeah.
But just to give some ground rules for you as well as the people that are watching. So, shopping episode, $60,000 to spend.
Okay.
We go back and forth, and then at the end, we'll just basically display our collections, and then you guys can decide who has the better collection at the end. So you can interject a little personal taste, whatever you feel is good. I'm just gonna have some fun with it because I've done a lot of these now. I'm just gonna probably do something as different as I can. So how we're gonna start though, so this is an important thing. So we'll have a coin flip, and there's two potential outcomes, just kind of like the kickoff. So flip it up, you either have the ability to go first, or you have the ability to defer swap at the end. So you could just sit back at the end. You have to make sure that you're not going to go over the budget. So if you are going to steal or swap something, it still has to be within the $60,000 range, so you can just choose which one of those to go with. But let's just do the honors. You have the coin, right?
All right, I do have the coin.
I'll let you do it. You're the guest.
I'm usually on the other side of this.
What are you calling?
I get to flip and call?
You get to flip and call. I'll give you both the honors. I'm making up all the rules today.
I'm a heads guy, so I go heads.
Okay, tails never fails.
Do I flip it over or no?
Whatever preference you have, I mean, honestly. Ooh, nice.
Oh, heads. All right.
What are you doing?
I got to go first because I feel like you look at the case, you see like the cool watch, you want that one.
All right.
Because there might be like 4 of those, you know, and then
you're giving me a lot of power here. So, but the interesting thing to watch here is the size difference. I mean, you were showing me like, yeah, it's going to be a very different type of collection we're both going to be building. So we'll see what happens. But you do the honors. Go for it.
Alrighty. Well, we're in front of Cartier. Let's take a look.
Okay.
See, so I look at the case, obviously like lady stuff. I look over here. For the most part, the Ballon Blue is like the only thing that's going to fit. Those are cool watches, but we'll see if they have anything a little sportier for me. And by sportier, I mean bigger, obviously. Well, I'd go with that guy just right out the gate. I think it's a great watch.
All right.
It's sporty. So my thing is, so I tend to like using the watch. I actually like being able to like time stuff, see the date. So this is kind of perfect for me. It's got a chronograph, it's got a date. So it kind of hits everything I look for.
I like it.
Really nice piece. I know it'll wear well because I used to wear it. I like it on the bracelet too. They do a good job with the bracelet. And I think you can like swap it into the straps as well if you'd like.
Cartier has a really good just exchange just for even the bracelets, like the Santos de Cartier, like on the fly kind of stuff. So
yeah, and there's a couple different patterns on the dial there. The outer ring is, I don't know what they would call it. Some sort of, what they call it?
Yeah, it's like, well, that's not guilloche, but that's just more like kind of like a fine grain circular finish.
Yeah. So you need the professionals to fling the dials perfectly. Well, out of the gate, we're gonna put that down.
All right.
That was easy.
We are looking at 11,300.
Okay. All right.
So I might go over and then pull a couple out because I
can't go over. You have to. You can't go over.
You can't ever go over?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. When I get close, I'll start maybe.
I guess I wasn't clear enough with the rule, but you know.
That's fine.
Maybe I'll help you out and have mercy, and I'll steal one of your watches at the end just to get you below budget. Okay. So all right, we got that. So all right, now you got Cartier. I want to be different. I'm not going to go Cartier. Let's just keep looking.
Okay.
So we do have a good mix of brands in the store. We also just brought in some kind of hybrid wildcard stuff that's over there. So just kind of keep that in mind. They also have some pre-owned stuff here. Let's see.
So you took away part of my strategy, which was I didn't know how many brands they were going to bring in, what we had. So I was going to pick all the stuff I liked and then take away from it at the end.
That's too easy then.
We covered these guys on your last video.
Yeah, I did. So I'd have to do something different.
You don't have to.
People in the comments will just say I'm too predictable. That's what they were saying last time, which I didn't appreciate. All right, this is what I'm thinking. I think maybe go for a Mark 18 on the bracelet. I want to start with maybe something really versatile, everyday watch. I always just like this, just overall this kind of pilot style design. I mean, I like some Zen watches, and they have the Zen 556 that I really appreciate. But I think IWC just created this formula and this design style. 40 millimeters. It does have a Solita-based movement, but they are, fine-tuning it quite a bit, and I think it's still a fantastic-looking watch.
Yeah.
The bracelet, I think, for me, is the way to go too.
Yeah.
I like the.
It's like some of the Pilot's watches can either be like overly simple or they put way too much on the dial and
Sure.
they get the GMT and all that. I think they did a really good job having what you need. It's got the Pilot style, but it's not overwhelming, and it's also not too plain. So I like that. That's a good choice. Something I
Just start with the cornerstone, right? Just something different. 5250. Boom. All right. Save a little more money. Maybe we should take off the watches that we have so we can actually.
Well, so here's the thing, right? So when I'm shopping for watches, large wrist, the watches don't fit. So I can't even try them on.
How are we going to do this for the rest of the
So
time?
I do the fold-up trick.
Oh my
I
god.
lay it over the top, and I just hope it works out. And you know, luckily the jewelers are able to get a few extra links. And
Do you know how big your wrist is? Like, have you ever like measured out your wrist?
so it's like 8.5 to 9 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's
You're,
up
you're a
there.
very giant man. And just really quick, I don't want to get too off track, but I think people would find probably interesting to see what you have on your wrist. So you have the
Yeah.
Apple Watch concept from Moser, which is pretty cool. This is my first time seeing one of these in person, and you were kind of talking about like the Vanna Black and a little bit about it. I mean, it's cool that you picked one of those up. It's a connoisseur's choice for sure, man.
I know. I got lucky with this, with the timing of it, being able to grab it. It is the newest one in my collection, so it still is in that honeymoon phase. I thought, you might like to
That's
see
sweet,
it.
man.
And
Thanks for bringing it.
so my eyes gravitated towards the Perpetual, which I know is going to blow the budget out of the water. So I don't know that I can pull that yet. I would take a look at this Aqua Timer. Is that a bronze case, maybe?
Yes.
It looks bronze, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a material I've never actually owned before.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen too many pictures online of patina gone wrong.
After a few years. Oh, 10.6. You could do that.
Yeah,
you could
that's
do
not
that.
bad. Fun thing, we were talking earlier, I really like to cook. I like being in the kitchen. I don't have a watch that has 2 timing capabilities, so being able to do a chronograph for the steak that's
And
cooking.
you get the elapsed time.
And I got the bezel for the potatoes that are inside. So I've always wanted a piece that's got dual time capabilities. This one I can actually throw on the
There we
wrist and
go.
see.
Perks of straps.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fit, huh? Yeah.
That works. It's
Yeah.
funny because if that was on me, it would look like a dinner plate, but on you, it actually looks a little small even.
Yeah.
So.
See, so I can't.
Oh my! Gonna make
Yeah.
that your choice?
I'm gonna do that. I think it's a great watch. It's a cool material. We are getting a little similar with dials, but the color on this is different enough.
You get a bronze case too, so that's different.
Yeah,
nice.
and it doesn't. To me, it's not like faux patina. It's not trying to be vintage. I think that's one of the trends these days, obviously.
Big time.
But I think it's just kind of matching colors with the bronze case. So, number 2.
I want to do something a little more fun. I want to go for some higher end stuff to begin, because then I feel like I could fill in some more attainable stuff at the end.
So what catches your eye here?
I mean, I've done the Super Ocean in the past, so
Yeah.
I like the Super Ocean. Premier, I've done quite a bit in the past. I love the Premier.
Are you gonna go with like a funky color?
Yeah,
like a
I want to
cool
do something.
strap?
I want to
Yeah.
do something fun. So
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at the Chronomat, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
This is totally out of character for me, guys. So don't tell me I'm predictable. So I think I want to do the blue. I think the blue looks like a nice little different color of dial. That one's kind of more sharp. Now this is kind of funky. He's got this really crazy like horizontal
Like
bracelet 80s. Yeah, you got the B01 inside. Yeah.
I think it looks pretty good.
I think I could
you'd
do
rock
it. I think I could do it.
It's whether you want to use a pick on it. I think you should go with the emergency. I think the emergency would be a great fit for you. It'd look great.
I'll leave the emergency to you because I could never pull that off. I'm gonna do the Chronomat.
You don't even need to look at those.
A250.
You know those off the
Okay.
top.
All right, your choice.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of wishing I did the pick swap at this point because I feel like
I have
we're
the
not
po- I
both.
have the power.
I know you
I
do.
have the
I thought we
power.
were gonna like both find a brand, both get one from the brand. I got the first choice. All right. Well, you keep teasing the fun stuff back here.
No,
So
I did. You told me some stuff that you're into, so
Yeah.
I did. I
Oh,
did try
wow.
to. I did try to bring some stuff that you might
all
like.
right. Look at that. Wow.
I had,
No,
I
that's
had
cool,
the feeling
yeah.
that was the one
Yeah.
you're looking at.
Again, so when I'm building a collection, so obviously I think rule number 1, you have to like see the watch and love it. I feel like people too often think they need this or that, or you need to have a Speedmaster, you got to have this complication. I've done that before and I've made some mistakes, and so I think being drawn to a watch is rule number 1. That is very cool. My wife's not the hugest fan of skeleton dials, so.
I think Zenith does some of the more tasteful ones. I mean, I like their D5 skeleton. I think from a more reasonable perspective of getting, the Lee caliber skeletonized movement. I mean, I think it looks sharp for the price.
Yeah. What's the price on this guy?
13.5.
Okay, so that leaves
You
me
could do it,
with
you
like
could do it.
25.
Yeah, you still got some room.
Yeah, maybe if I'd worn like a red sports coat, it's a no, but today I went with blue. The blue matches. Pick number 3, let's do it.
All right, I like it. My only problem, I just did the Chronomat, so I have to do something a little bit different. I might come back to this a little bit later. Let me see what I have here. Tudor. Let's go to the black. Let's look at the Black Bay GMT. I feel like it's a little bit bigger. I'm going a little bit bigger, but
Bringing it out in you.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
it. Yeah.
oh, yeah, no, yeah. You're having an effect. It is a little chunky. That's the one problem with it, but I mean, I feel
like the heart's saying yes, your head's saying no.
Yeah,
but
no,
this
yeah,
is-
yeah. No,
Luxury is about the heart.
It's about the heart. I think
yeah.
that's a good comment to make. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. It's like
4,050.
Okay.
You're on it. You know exactly.
All right, so we did a quick tally. I have 42,000 left, and you have 24.
All right. Well, I've
And I have
chosen
the
all the
steel.
best stuff so far, so clearly.
I have power. I have options. That's a deadly combination. But it is your choice, though. So you have 24. That's still a good amount of money.
Yeah, I think so. So I've been, I've only got, I think, 3 pieces to make that up. So I'm going a little bit more for a lot of bang for your buck, really good pieces. You can only wear, I guess you could double wrist it, but you can only wear one at once. So, I don't think getting $6,000 watch is going to be the way to go.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Let's keep looking.
You have some pre-owned stuff over here, too.
Yeah, I would take a look at the Franck Mule.
Ooh.
I'm saying that right. It's a cool piece, larger watch.
That is very different than everything else you've
Yeah,
looked at so
I know.
far, so I kind of like it. I don't
So
know I'm not sure what the price would be on that. What is
Gonna
he
need
looking at?
something that's maybe a little more dressy.
12,950.
You're right in range right
All
there.
right, yeah, I am. Solid case back, which I feel like a lot of people for gold watches like that because they kind of get the full weight of the watch and the full material.
And look at the curvature of the underside of that case, is how that would probably form to the wrist right there.
Yeah, I feel like the curvature is more for wrists not as big as mine, so
Yeah.
sometimes it works against it. See, now I'm debating because I would have just said yes and then I could take it out later, but you're making me make these decisions so quickly.
Gotta keep it moving.
Okay, this is a very cool piece. It's different. I can wear it a little bit more dressy. I like having one gold watch in the collection. The strap's really beautiful. It goes well. I'm gonna take it.
All right. I like, no, that's good, because that fills probably a void in the collection currently. All right, so I have $42,000 to spend. I feel like I gotta
Let's
start
go look at that perpetual calendar, man.
That's too
that's
big.
the price range.
That's too big for me, though. That's my only problem. Perpetual means sweet.
What about the all gold Ballon Blue? Because that could eat up a chunk of that. It would look great on you.
So I do have a few things over here, too, that are kind of in range.
Boom.
You see.
Yeah.
You see.
No, you're slow playing it, but I think we're gonna
We're
gonna make our way down here.
No, I think you're right.
Just do it.
You can just. All right, so I have a 1921 here. This is the new white gold.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, that's class, right?
Sold. Great fit
I kind
for
of
ya.
cheated because I knew I had this a little bit, and I was like, I knew I wanted to go for something big. I mean, I feel like I have to do that, right? Yeah, I gotta do
think
that.
so.
I gotta do that. Because you went with the Franck Mule, there's a little bit of a uniqueness to that case design, and there's a uniqueness here with the 1921. This is gonna kill my budget. This is gonna hurt my budget because this is like 36.8, I believe, for this. So
Well, that still gives you a chance.
yeah,
to,
I could get maybe like
Yeah.
phase in some other more affordable stuff. We got some Oruses here, we got Longines, got Nomos, Rado, so we can have some fun.
Well, I might be. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but
I'm doing the 1921. 1921. It's happening. What were you gonna say though?
good.
What were you gonna say?
No, you've kind of gone in the $4,000 to $6,000 watch range, and then one big one.
And I did it with the dress piece, which is a little probably strange, but I think that's such an iconic watch.
So I'm
for me.
thinking you can't really steal like a $13,000 watch, a $10,000 watch, but
Well,
you
I
have
could do a
just enough
swap.
budget left.
I could do a swap though too. I could swap a couple pieces, and like I have that power. So I have the power to do whatever I want. But you're kind of providing a little defense because you're getting these bigger pieces. So I don't think it would make much sense for me to get them. But
I know.
your pick.
I think we got to migrate back over here to get some
All right, let's do it.
cool pieces.
Breitling could be interesting for you.
Breitling could be. I think it's going to be similar to what I have, which isn't a bad thing. But I'm thinking, based on what I know, probably maybe 2 watches can get there, maybe 1. Depends on what I get.
You could do 2. I think you went a little ambitious at the beginning.
I did. That's okay. I got good stuff.
you do
Yeah.
have actually good stuff. It's very you. Monaco?
Yeah.
That's actually, I think that could be kind of
That's a
cool
cool
for you.
watch.
That could work on you.
Yeah. Let's take a look at it. I think it'd be a good wear.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Again, chose the right sports coat today, so that's exciting. What's the price on this guy? Okay.
350.
That's a good price. You're getting a lot of watch in here, an iconic piece. So I do like getting kind of classic watches, good lineage. I mean, it's going to be awesome. All right, let's do it. This is a really cool piece. It's, again, a different shape. I'm definitely crushing you on different watch
I know.
shapes.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
You got to step it up.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
Although, to be fair, the Vacheron packs a lot of punch.
Yeah, please. I think people are gonna give that the pick of the day.
I'm worried how much you like this, and knowing that this is exactly how much you have left.
I'll have to look at your collection again, because there's a chance I might just not steal anything at this point.
So part of the reason I didn't choose that is because I felt like we were going to choose
very different things
for our fit. Because I feel like in general we actually have similar watch tastes, but we both kind of know what fits and what doesn't.
Sure.
And since our wrists are so different, I was hopeful that you wouldn't be able to like actually steal anything from me and wear it.
So I killed a lot of my budget last time, so about $5,600 left. So I'm gonna have to get resourceful here. So now I basically have a few choices. I could go something from Oris.
Yeah.
Oris I could definitely do. I could do Longines, which big eye's cool.
Very.
Skin Diver I think is a little bit too large for me. You know, I think the lugs are,
I think it's the lugs.
The lugs are too long. They're too.
By the way, when you guys are looking at watches, lug to lug is the way to go. I know you talked about this, but we're reinforcing it.
You know
Make sure you know the lug to lug.
That's 42, but it wears bigger.
And I will say, just because we're here, I appreciate when you do watch reviews, you tell people how big the case is, lug to lug, space between the lugs for straps. You definitely know what to
When you have the limited amount of real estate that you do, you have to take all that into account. People give me a hard time for that. I'm looking at two things here. I would love to do the Zurich, but it's too expensive. I think that's a cool world time function. I mean, this would be a fantastic choice. I just can't do it. Rado could be cool, a little bit different. And then I also have this. This would look clownish on you. Red for clown. That would be what that would look like on you. Let's see. But I think it's a little small, but it's very striking color. Oh yeah, this is just for comedic relief.
To me, I think it's a great watch. I know you're a fan of Nomos.
Yes.
It's much different in terms of color and what it's going to present on the wrist, a different strap material as well, which is nice. To me, I was drawn to that for you because I kind of go towards a little bit funky, but
it's so different in color. I love the Ahoy Neomatic.
So my worry is, would you pull that from the watch box on a daily basis? You know, you're a nice dresser. Would you go, all right, this is the piece for me today?
Well, I mean, not as much, but I would say though, I mean, based on what else I have, this is different. 200 meters of water resistance, so I could see this being like the beach watch kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looking at my skin complexion, you can probably tell I don't go to the beach that often. I'm gonna go with this. That's 4,120 there. What do we have there?
1530.
1530. Oh man.
You're almost at Oris. I mean,
almost. It's almost.
I know. You almost could have snuck that in there.
I could have. It's on the board. I can't take it back. Yeah, I'm so close. Like I get adding one more piece. But okay, I feel good about that.
Okay.
I feel good about that.
What am I at?
You got 5300.
Ooh, okay. I still got a great piece to go with.
Yeah, you could.
Let's go to Tudor. Let's go with the P01 because I feel like that's
man.
a very
All
cool
right.
piece. I've always looked at it. I know with kind of the funky lug system, it'll actually fit well. Would you say this is kind of the classic diver you were looking for, or would you not put it in that category?
This would not be the classic diver that I'd be looking for. But I mean, I like I said, I like the bezel. I like everything about it. I think it's just the attachment. But you know, this is a prototype watch, so it kind of leans into that. I think people were a little bit too harsh on that watch, I feel like.
I think so too. When it first came out, I was actually kind of drawn to it. I'm a little more drawn to like the funky, a little bit off the beaten path. Let's go ahead and take a look. See, I think this will actually be nice on the wrist. That's pretty good.
It works on you.
Yeah, very cool piece. This gets a little bit more traditional, but with a little bit of funky as well. It's within budget, right?
$4,000.
I'm gonna do it. Do you like it?
Looks good on you.
Yeah, you begrudgingly say that because you're disappointed people are gonna like this for me. So
We'll see.
no, he knows.
The most unpredictable thing in the world is YouTube comments, as you'll probably learn.
Yes, very much so.
I like that. That's unorthodox pick. That's
Yeah.
not to be expected. I don't think anybody's expecting anybody to pick that, so that's great. So I'm in a range where I don't know if I could do anything else. So let's just do one final tally. Let's get all the collections together, and then we can kind of go through them, and then we can go from there.
All right.
So we did the tallying up. I have 5 pieces. You have 6 pieces. I have $1,500 left, which really doesn't give me any opportunity. You have $1,300 left, which doesn't really give you much of an opportunity to do anything. So why don't you just maybe go through your pieces and your selections, and I'll go through mine, and then we can determine if there's going to be a steal swap. It might be anticlimactic, because I don't know if I see anything there, to be honest with you, that I want to swap.
Alrighty, well, we got the IWC, Aqua Timer, bronze case, chronograph, cool bezel, really fun piece. Definitely could see myself wearing that a bunch. We got the Zenith, 1/100th, just such a cool complication, lightweight, fun with the straps. I know, some of these straps you can get even more crazy with it, so gonna wear that a bunch. I really like that. Got the Cartier, calibrated Cartier chronograph. Again, chronograph, date, just kind of classic. Really nice watch. I like that pick a lot. Then we've got the Monaco, which is a different case shape, iconic piece. We've got it in the blue dial, which is just like radiating in the light right now.
It looks really good under the light.
We've got the red accents, blue strap. You know, I think this same strap with red stitching would be awesome. But another cool piece. We've got the Tudor P01, funky. Some of you might end up hating it, that's okay, but I think it's a cool piece, fits me well, different, but also has some of those kind of classic stylings. And then lastly, the Franck Mule, which for me in this collection would probably become a dress watch. Gold piece.
Definitely.
You know, it's got sporty vibes, but also dressy, great strap, looks good on the wrist. Man, this is awesome. Really good collection. Might as well just call it now.
I don't know. Okay, all right, let me go. Let me give a reason behind this. So I got first, everyday, just do it all type of watch, conventional, go for the IWC Mark 18 on a bracelet. Love the look of that watch. I think that's one you could just grab when you're just trying to think of like, hey, don't even want to think about it. I just want to put something on that will work with everything. Then I have a Breitling Chronomat, which, I mean, this is my chronograph, so I just felt like I needed something. And it's a little bit different, which I appreciate. And, you know, it's a little bit on the larger side, but I think the blue looks striking on this particular one. And, you know, B01's a great movement inside. From there, I went with the Black Bay GMT. I know I get GMT complication. I think it's one of the most useful complications you can find. Pepsi, love it. Then I put a lot of my money into this bad boy, but I think this is the distinctive one from the collection with the 1921 in white gold, 40 millimeter case. And then to round it off, I did something a little bit more fun, which is, I would say, I can kind of supplement this in when I'm, when I'm feeling a little more fancy and fun. I'd go with the Ahoy Pneumatic with the Siren Red dial. So
I think this would be a really fun vacation watch.
Exactly, that's what I think. It's kind of, well, it's under the radar in some aspects, but not under the radar in terms of color. So it's cool.
Well, I'm slightly worried about one steal, which I don't know if you're going to do. That would mean you have to get rid of something you want too, though. So I'm worried about it. I'm not going to lie. I think I know exactly what you're going to do, but
to be honest, this is really disappointing from an entertainment standpoint, but I feel like I'm good with my selection. I feel like I'm just going to just let it go.
Is that final answer?
Final answer. It's in. I can't utilize. That's the perks of going first, is because you don't know what the other person's going to do. But there's such a vast difference in like your style as well as like your just wrist size that it just makes it hard for me to even take anything there. Maybe the Monaco.
So I was worried about
Monaco was the one I was maybe considering. That would be something I could do.
Yeah. So I was worried about this swap. You'd take Monaco. You'd trade that guy out. I'm glad you didn't, because I think this really like rounds out the collection for me. And I do love this for you. I mean, that was the one I gravitated towards for you too, but I think I did a good job.
All right, well, leave comments down below, guys. Who do you think has the better collection? We'll show them all on screen so you guys can make the decision. Please leave comments down below. But Mitch, thank you for joining us today. Is there anywhere people can find you? I know you're doing some cooking stuff and everything else. I mean, where can people maybe just support you in other ways? I know they're going to be probably impressed with your watch knowledge, but what else are you working on? Anything else?
Instagram and Twitter predominantly. Search me out there, and then I'm starting the Mitch and the Kitch on YouTube. So Mitch Schwartz for YouTube, and start cooking it up, and hoping to drop a video every week there. Obviously, big guy, I like to eat, so I got to get that food somehow.
Cool. You can have I'll have my victory meal on you, so that'll be great. After that, also I want to thank Allison Jewelers for hosting us today on short notice. Really big thanks to them. And then also, if you guys want to join our new watch giveaway, giving away a $1,600 watch, fill out the form down below. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. But Mitch, pleasure again. See y'all next time.
Pick mine.